What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gray, your one and only corrupted angel, and today we have the spooky, scary skeleton man himself, the Clinks looking ass ripoff, Xaku, my boy. This guy is insane. I'm just gonna say it now. This Warframe is ridiculous. It's unnecessary in every way, shape, or form. With everything that it does, it is such an amazing frame, and we will get into the build real quick, as well as do a little, maybe 15-minute MOT survival run again like we did in the Harrow video. If you guys are enjoying the content and you want to see more, please do send me a message in the comments section, or just come by the Twitch and let me know that you love the content. Nevertheless, let's get straight into it. So, Xaku Prime, this man has many abilities that we will be abusing the crap out of in this video. Number one is Zada's Whisper. It is a massive damage increase that gives you an extra pip of damage in the form of void damage on all of his weapons, which is already ridiculous. When you add that on top of Grasp of Loke, which is a really, really cool ability. It's a pseudo-survival, pseudo-burst damage ability. Basically, you have an aura. It takes away all the guns, as seen in the little example here, from the enemies. They become melee enemies because they don't have any guns anymore, which means that you're not taking as much damage because you're on the move, and it's really hard for melee enemies to hit you. But you also get to fire all of their guns automatically like a sentry, similar to Protea's. And again, it does void damage, it does a lot of damage, and with Zada's Whisper that increases. It's got ridiculously good range if you mod it in terms of grab range and also fire range, and you can pick quite a lot of guns up off of enemies if you do this in a really good crowd of guys. The Lost is one of the more unique abilities, to say the least. This is the one that a lot of people will tend to helminth off and get something else. Basically, it's just a sort of toolkit that gives you various different bonuses, and they're not terrible, but I almost never really use them. They're just sort of there, and that's cool. I don't hate it, I just don't really get to use it much because it does require you to sort of sit still a bit. Last but not least, and this is the one that really pulls everything together, and that is the Vast Untime. The Vast Untime is your survivability, it's your damage, it's a bit of a slow, it is everything in between. Basically what it does, big range, big damage, it improves the damage of void element against anyone that is hit by the ult. It has a really long duration, applies a slow to enemies, and also provides you with a 75% chance to just not take damage, which stacks with damage reduction and various other extra additional survivability things, making you just stupidly tanky compared to what you probably should be with a frame like this. But the main one that is really, really important is it prevents all of your other abilities from ticking down in duration while it is active, which means that you can essentially have an infinite uptime of 15 different guns from Grasp of Loke, assuming that you actually have 15 guns and you don't need to reset it. But all of these abilities as well, and this is one of the things that I absolutely love about it, all of these abilities, these first three major abilities, Zada's Whisper, Grasp of Loke, and the Vast Untime, are all reapplyable for free without an augment, which is ridiculous. Nevertheless, let's get straight into the build. Now that we know what the abilities do, I'm running Corrosive Projection just because I always like to run Corrosive Projection. You can run pretty much any other aura mods, from drawing power and so much more, right? Whatever you want. I just prefer Corrosive Projection. I find it to be better to not have to do multiple former. Corrosive Projection is just the natural polarization and just works. We've got Rolling Guard for survivability. This is really important, just in case you get into a bit of a pickle. Maybe you're trying to cast your ult and get that 75% regen, or you hit a nullifier, you quickly roll out of it, use your ult again, you're all good. You've got Blind Rage, Umbral Intensify, Transient Fortitude, and Molt Augmented, all for some extra strength. This is how you get your better slow, your better weapon grab, and your better damage bonuses as well on all of these abilities. It's really important to try and smash out as much strength as possible. This scales really well thanks to Molt Augmented as well, which is nice. Then you want to add a little bit of continuity to counterbalance the reduction in duration thanks to Transient Fortitude. So this counterbalances it. It gets you over 100%. It actually gets you to 128, which is quite good as well for when it comes to just extending the time in which your abilities work for. And then last but not least, we've got Overextended, Augur Reach, and Stretch. Augur mod, obviously there to help shield gate a little bit. Overextended and Stretch are going to also work alongside Augur Reach to increase your range to a ridiculous degree, which means that that ult bubble that provides extra damage over time is going to be doing a much larger radius. You're going to be able to grab weapons from further away, and you're going to be able to fire those weapons that you grab from further away as well. Really, really important stuff. I'm just rocking the burst on. I'm working on my Vasto Prime, so we're not going to really see that. And then I've got the Praetos there. The Vasto does still have my movement mod in there, as always. But other than that, it is just going to be the burst on chilling with us today. Let's get straight into it. We'll do our run, and we'll do like 10-15 minutes just to show off how ridiculous this guy is. He is absurd. Obviously, Steel Path, level 140 to 145. Xaku is an absolute monster. Here we go. Looks like we don't get a squad, which is fine. We don't seem to ever get squads for whatever reason when we do this, and that's perfectly all good. I feel like a lot of people don't play Steel Path, but this is a nice little test run I like to do if I don't have a good arbitration to play instead. So if you enjoy the arbitration content, understand that I only can do it when there is a good arbitration available, but we'll see how we go. We'll quickly Xeneric up some energy, just so that way we have at least enough energy for our abilities. Obviously, if you want to really invest more format, preparation is always nice to add to Warframes. If you want to just start a mission with plenty of energy and not have to worry about doing this Xeneric bonus at the start, that also allows you to open up to basically being able to play, honestly, any other of the different focus schools, with plenty giving you instant revives for solo play as well as some healing from solo play. And then you also get a bunch of other nonsense with other factions as well, other schools. All right, let's get going. Let's get straight into it.
They have just shut down all systems.
Okay, we've not got a little pocket over there like we normally do, which is unfortunate. Oh, we got a pocket over here instead. All right, so this is going to be our little spot. We do take a decent amount of damage initially. And there we go. We're already in it. And as you can see, we have just murdered a crap load of different people. This is absolutely absurd. We're barely taking any damage. And that was with me standing still. It's honestly ridiculous. I can recast my ult as well mid-ult, so that way I don't have to stress about it too much. Really, really tough for the enemy to deal with. Again,
Life support on the way.
I'm literally not even having to fire a gun, which is the main ridiculous part about it. You can just move around the map and you can just kill things, and it's super easy. This reminds me a whole heap of my Mirage build. I just messed up my ult though. That's okay. We popped it back on. and it's all good.
I've delivered a
Pardon
life
my aim. My aim today is tragic.
Activating it will buy you more time.
But there you go. This is exactly what Xaku does, and this works on absolutely every mission. Last night I was playing some Sire's Shrine Defense, which was pretty fun. I just did that with a friend that I was helping get into the game, and that was a really enjoyable little experience with Xaku because you just get to groove around, kill things. You don't really have to play the game too much. I'm going to quickly use my roll there because I don't have Prime short-footed on, but that's okay. It keeps us alive, which is the main thing. Oh, we go down because I couldn't roll out of that. I accidentally jumped instead. We steal all the weapons again. You can also reapply your second ability if you need to re-steal everyone's weapons as well, but I don't usually need to do that. That was just my mistake in not using my roll through that Eximus. That is one of the scariest parts about those Eximus units. I recommend, if you spot any of those blast Eximuses, just try and kill them as fast as you can. But this is such an easy little run. You don't even have to worry too much.
Another life support capsule is now available.
You just go about it the same way you do any other time. Roll whenever you're in trouble. It's a bit hard to see the roll just because of the fact that it's not animated. It's one of those characters that doesn't have the animated roll, but you get the idea. You can also hold up in a room if you really want to. You don't have to do what I'm doing and running around like a crazy madman. Oh, my bad. Again, not really paying attention to the roll at all. That's my fault. If you're not as skill diffed as I am, it's not the biggest deal. I'm just skill diffed, and I'm trying to show off specifically the Warframe. And I'm bad for some reason at micromanaging my stuff. Obviously, you do have to pay attention a little bit. If we just do one of these, we're good. You get the idea, though. It's a really, really good build. If you play it without, you know, being stupid like I am right now, you'll be fine. Again, reapplying your buff rather than forgetting it like me. If you have a gun as well, obviously that increases your survivability because, well, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, once you hit Steel Path, it becomes more of a how fast can you kill things rather than actually how much can you survive things. So the fact that I'm playing the way I am isn't exactly the most intelligent thing in the world. We'll go for a little bit longer. Once this assassin pops up as well, we can do assassin things.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. Extraction
The assassin's down.
if you need it.
The burst on is also like kind of ridiculous. If you haven't used it, I highly recommend it. Still got all of our guns, just barely, but we've got them. Because again, I'm just forgetting my stuff. That's okay. The one, obviously, issue I have with the burst on is just getting that incarnate form up when you can't see anything. It can be a bit hard. It doesn't help that I'm really bad at the game when it comes to that. We're just gonna keep avoiding stuff. If you're ever worried as well about dying and you're able to pay a little bit more attention to what you're doing. You can always use your first ability as well to gain back some shields, which is enough to help you out a bit. Can't actually see what's going on at all. You get the idea. I absolutely love this character though. It's a fantastic Warframe, a lot of fun, really goofy. Again, make sure I use my ults because I keep forgetting. I've only been really playing Xaku for probably, I don't know, it was last maybe week now, and I've just been occasionally playing Xaku, and I do silly things like not going to my operator form when I could have easily gotten away with that. It's a bit of a shame, that's okay. Obviously, again, the likelihood of you playing solo Steel Path like this is not exactly very rare. It's not exactly very common, I mean, either. Usually you don't have that issue. You can apply your second ability if you don't have max weapons, which I've been doing every now and then when I can. But yeah. I rarely ever do any of these survival missions myself. I don't normally have to. Usually I'm playing on my arbitrations and stuff like that as a daily grind, but I know a lot of you guys love the Steel Path, and this frame is going to carry you through Steel Path no matter what you do. Honestly, he's fantastic, and he does the job well. Oh, we got hit by an unfortunately timed nullifier. That's okay, we got there. There we go. Alright, violence. Where's violence? He's down. Ooh, but I got down as well. That's okay.
My brothers, did I not tell of this day? Did I not prophesy?
I hate Vor so much. I absolutely despise you, Mr. Vor. The teleporting is so obnoxious. Oh my god. Go away. Oh my god. I hate you so much, Mr. Vor. Leave me be. You absolute jerk. I cannot be destroyed. Captain Vor gives me like real General Grievous vibes. I don't know about you guys. That's usually the immediate thought, is the same sort of like General Grievous energy. Okay, well this is just... I mean, I can't even see the enemies, it's just numbers. It's just numbers. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, let's get going. I should remember to use my abilities. And let's get out of here. We've done our 10 minutes. We're good. We know what we're doing. But there you have it. Xaku at his finest. Just not played to his finest. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. We got primary Deadhead and primary Dexterity. Very nice. 4 Steel Essence and a couple of other fun stuff. But like I said, this is more of a show of Xaku himself rather than the full wombo combo weapons. So I try to use my weapons as little as possible until he got a little bit hairy there. But Xaku is an absolute monster. He is disgusting. While he may not be the most durable frame in the world, he is probably not going to die all that often if you're smart and not me. And also if you are in a squad where not every single enemy on the map is going to be shooting you, obviously. Normally you're going to be running with at least one other person, maybe even a full squad of 4, and if you're doing that, you don't need to put as much emphasis on survivability because, well, there's not many people shooting at you compared to now, for example, when I was doing my run through. But regardless, he is great for the star chart, minimum effort required to make him good on the star chart. He's also going to be really, really nice with steel path as well as, and not limited to, arbitrations and planes and stuff like that, right? Because all that damage, all that survivability, and the ability to steal enemy weapons makes it one of the most comfortable, relaxing frames you can possibly grab. So I hope you all enjoyed. With that is the end of the video. If you haven't already, go check out the Twitch if you want to come chat, hang out, and say hello with me. I play War Thunder over there every single day and just recently got War Thunder Partnership. But if you're wanting to just watch Warframe content or any other content, the YouTube has every single video I've already done, as well as daily uploads for the foreseeable future. So if you haven't, subscribe, go check it out, give some love, and I will see you very much so in the next one. Bye!